Good morning, everyone. If you notice, the Torah talks a lot about the negative component of the Jewish people, where they complained, starting with the manna, the golden calf, the spies, and in this week's Torah portion, Korach, with his rebellion against Moshe and God. The commentators want to know, why does the Torah go into such details about the negative component of the Jewish people when they complained? The Torah is a book of our mitzvos, telling us what to do and what not to do, and how we're supposed to have a relationship with God. The Torah also goes into details of our existence as a nation, of how we got out of slavery and received the Torah, became a nation going to the land of Israel. Wouldn't we want to paint it in a nice light? Yes, they complained. But why do we have to write that down, and why so many stories? I heard this beautiful idea from Nissen Kaplan, a rabbi in the Mir Yeshiva in Israel, and I'm sure many others say something similar. That the Torah is trying to teach us that the path to greatness, the path to perfection, is not through shoving your negative character traits under the rug and pretending they don't exist. The Torah is trying to tell us that the Jewish people, they had difficulties. They complained. They're still around. We're still around. And we're a great nation. But we have flaws. And recognizing those flaws is what makes us great and what allows us to continue to grow and to evolve into the greatest nation possible. And that's why the Torah goes and tells us, look, those mistakes, let's learn from those mistakes. Because if we don't recognize our mistakes, we don't recognize our faults, we can never grow from it. When you shove something under the rug and pretend it doesn't exist, you can never change that to make a lesson to be better. And that's something that we all have to reflect on personally, our community, our country. We can't shove our negative character traits under the rug. We can change what happened, but we have to learn from what happened. We have to recognize our own faults, and each one of us has faults. There's not a righteous person in the world that doesn't sin. We all have our difficulties. We all have our mistakes. But we can't pretend they don't exist. But on the contrary, we have to learn from those mistakes to be better people in the future. And if we pretend they don't exist, then we can never learn from them and change to be better. So let's all focus on what our faults are, not to dwell on them and to become negative from them, but on the contrary, to make sure that we don't repeat those mistakes again and that we grow and become the best that we can be. Wishing everyone a beautiful day.